Legal experts are accusing Hunter Biden of failing to register as a foreign agent during his years spent lobbying overseas. Law professor Jonathan Turley says this: the compelling basis for a Foreign Agents Registration Act charge has become unassailable and undeniable. Miranda Devine has been following this story for a long time. Actually, this is her story, and she joins me now. Miranda, how do you see this thing ending?
Look, that's the $64,000 question there, Stuart, because it's been a very long time that the US Attorney in Delaware has been investigating Hunter Biden since 2018. And we know that the grand jury was convened last year, was quite busy during the summer interviewing some of Hunter Biden's business partners and former lovers. But then it sort of went dead. There was some indication that they'd closed up and then reconvened to hear from a couple more witnesses, but we're now heading to that sort of magic period, whether it's 60 days or 90 days before the midterm election, where US Attorney in Delaware David Weiss has shown that he sort of abides by the unwritten protocol that you don't continue with an investigation in the shadow of an election in case it becomes politically important. And so we may not see anything until after the midterms, which I think would be a travesty, really. There's no excuse for it. Legal experts like Jonathan Turley are saying that this is very unusual not to have, after having convened a grand jury, not to come out with an indictment or a plea deal if one is going to be struck with Hunter Biden.
If he is charged and if he is tried on this FARA violation, I'm not quite sure I understand it, but it seems like a minor. That's when you're acting as an agent for a foreign country. And if you're charged with that, lobbying as an agent of a foreign country, that could be the charge. Okay, if he's found, just suppose, I mean, if he were found guilty on that, does that mean prison time?
Well, I mean, it's a criminal offence and it was put in place in 1938 for good reason, and we have China infiltrating the country and trying to corrupt everybody. So it is quite important, but it's not a charge that has been applied to Democrats. It's been only Republicans, only since the Trump era. And Paul Manafort, if you remember, one of Trump's people, went to jail for foreign agent violations. And look, the laptop has evidence of, more than 24 alleged FARA violations. So whether or not the Department of Justice wants to apply equal justice to Hunter Biden as it did with Paul Manafort is yet to be seen. But what we have seen is that the Department of Justice has not raided Hunter Biden's house and pursued a search warrant, as they have with Rudy Giuliani, and various other people involved with Donald Trump, including James O'Keefe from Project Veritas. None of those people have been charged, and yet they've been raided. So let's see if the DOJ tries to be even-handed here.
Oh, let's see. Let's shall. Miranda Devine, thank you very much indeed. Appreciate it, always. See you again soon.
Thanks, Stuart.